got, first weekend of games. Starts tonight, runs through Sunday. And the burning question, my young quarterback, is he going to play? Well, let's start with New England. New England plays Carolina tonight, Thursday night. They're going to start Jacoby Brissett, but they're going to split the snaps between the journeyman Brissett and Drake May out of North Carolina, the number one pick.
Good.
Brissett's been getting most all the snaps with the number one unit, but the kid's got to learn to play at the speed that the NFL is all about. Whether or not he plays come opening day will be decided. So Drake May is going to play in game one. Next one, Atlanta. The Falcons open against Miami. Michael Penix is going to play a lot. Kirk Cousins may not be ready for live fire action. Falcons announced yesterday Michael Penix is going to play a preponderance of the snaps for them. Third one, Washington. Washington is going to play the Jets. Now, there's no Aaron Rodgers sighting this weekend. Jaden Daniels will start. Jaden Daniels is going to play a lot for Dan Quinn's new Washington Commander playbook. So we'll get a much better look at him. Raiders in action. This is a burning question. They go play the Vikings. I don't know that the Raiders know that they have a quarterback. Gardner Minshew has been hot and cold in these preseason to the point that Antonio Pierce kind of lost his mind early this past week that, he can play. He's got to stop turning the ball over. Minshew's turning the ball over in preseason workouts. Minshew's going to play. Aiden O'Connor, who finished up last season, is going to split time with him in this game against the Minnesota Vikings. O'Connor has been less than dazzling, has not moved the ball, has not made a lot of plays in the Raiders preseason camp. And he played in spurts okay at the end of last season when he had to play. But at the end of the day, they didn't throw a lot of touchdown passes. So I don't think the Raiders, as we go through the next 3 weeks, I don't think I have any idea if they really got legitimacy at quarterback. The Chargers don't have Justin Herbert and won't have him for 4 weeks. Chargers got a problem. Easton Stick, young guy, North Dakota State, highly regarded, smart, athletic. He doesn't fit the playbook that they're running right now with the new coordinator, Greg Roman. They played joint practices with the Rams, and he was miserable. And their whole offense, the Bolts' new offense under Harbaugh and Greg Roman, is predicated on in the pocket, making the decision, making the right throw. Stick, under the past coaching staff, was allowed to move the pocket and create on the run and scramble. Well, that's not part of what they're doing right now with the Bolts, and he doesn't look good. And if he can't be legitimate as a backup in this new playbook, new formations, it's kind of late to go find a backup quarterback that you can trust. So, and Justin Herbert's not going to be ready until maybe the final week of preseason. Denver, I find this really strange. We have heard so many different things that have come out of the Broncos camp. Sean Payton, the roster, Sean Payton's quarterback situation, the dead money with Russell Wilson getting dealt. Bo Nix is third on the depth chart as of this afternoon. Third.
Really?
And he had taken a lot of the OTA number one snaps, and there was an awful lot of praise. So I'm just kind of surprised. They're starting Jarrett Stidham, journeyman, for the first preseason game for the Broncos. And then they're going with Zach Wilson as the number 2 guy. And Wilson had been on the outs. So I don't know what to make of this whole Bo Nix thing. If you really thought he was ready to be in the NFL, would you not play him in the preseason and get him ready for live fire action? So that was strange. And then the other one is Dallas. And for the first time in months, we're not going to talk about contracts or Dallas holdouts, CD Lamb, et cetera, Dak Prescott, et cetera, Micah Parsons' contract, et cetera. You know who the starting running back is in Dallas? Ezekiel Elliott has won the job back after being dispatched a year ago.
Really?
He is the starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys. That's a strange set of circumstances. So we got NFL football on your TV, my TV, and we'll be watching it on John's TV. So, John, those are unique storylines on a quarterbacks. Go ahead, give me some responses.
Well, love seeing all the young kids play, right? It's Drake May, I'm happy for him. Jalen Daniels, happy for him. Those guys a shot.
Caleb Williams today was informed he will start for the Bears against Buffalo's Josh Allen. So Caleb, who did not play in the Hall of Fame game, is going to start for the Bears too. So we'll just add that to the conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. Now, Bo Nix, you've been talking about Bo Nix a lot in your best 15 every day, and I thought he was, moving his way up the chart. I'm surprised that he's not going to be at least the number 2. I mean, is he not maybe all the way up to speed on the offense?
Could well be, but he's taken a ton of snaps in the OTAs. They had like 3 different sets of OTA workouts, and then they had the veterans minicamp, and he was running with the number ones for a chunk of that time. Either that, or maybe they want to see if Zach Wilson can play in this playbook, and maybe they'll make a determination after preseason game 1 that the ex-Jet can't play here, and maybe he winds up getting cut. I don't know, but I'm surprised that Bo Nix is not getting more live fire.
How many preseason games this year?
3.
3,
except for the teams that played in the Hall of Fame game.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's better than when it was 4.
It's better than it was 6 or 7 way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the latest on NFL quarterbacks. We got other storylines here we want to cover.